Welcome back once again, wonderful people. Welcome back to this wonderful channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're listening to us from. Adegrito. I beg if this is the first time listening to this wonderful channel, kindly like, comment, and share. Make I hit on today's news. As it dey hot. Then talk say for today's news, referendum call Namdi Kanu issues fresh charge to supporters. Then they talk say the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Namdi Kanu, has urged his followers to remain focused in their fight for the actualization of the Biafra nation. They say for the people where they fight for Namdi Kanu, make una try stay focused, make una no lose focus. According to him, there are several unfinished tasks ahead of them as their journey is not yet over. Kanu gave his fresh charge on Monday when one of his lawyers, Barrister Anoy Ejimako, visited him in the custody of the Department of State Service in Abuja. Giving an update on his visit to Kanu, Ejimako on Monday said, "I just exited from visitation with Namdi Kanu. I briefed him on our last outing at the Supreme Court led by the new led counsel Kanu Agabi San. He directed that the legal team and our people must stay focused on the many unfinished tasks at hand, and it's not yet Uhuru." Kanu's new charge comes days after the IPOB spokesman Emmanuel Powerful disclosed that the separatist group was ready to hold talks of the referendum with the federal government if they are willing and ready. According to Powerful, the group was begging for a dialogue with the federal government, but if the government is ready, they are prepared. However, according to the IPOB leader's lawyer, as far as Kanu's case is concerned, it is also an expose of the slew of cases we still have pending on his matter, and that his continuous detention means that his case is not yet over. It is an unfinished business. When they talk say Namdi Kanu matter na unfinished business, say e still dey for hand. Say until they finish am, nobody go rest. Recall that the Supreme Court last Thursday fixed December 15 to deliver his judgment on Kanu's appeal that seeks to compel the federal government to release him from detention as ordered by the appeal court in its October 13, 2022 judgment. Wonderful people now don't hear wetin the Namdi Kanu lawyer talk as he go meet am for where dem dey tell Namdi Kanu. He don't talk wetin he and Namdi Kanu discuss. Say all the people where they support am make the day focused. Wonderful people, without taking much of your time, make we look into another matter. Make we know wetin else dey happen. Ohaneze slams Supreme Court for shifting Namdi Kanu's judgment to December. Wonderful people, now here when I talk say they don't shift say Namdi Kanu judgment to December 15. Now in they talk say for this news here say Ohaneze slams Supreme Court for shifting Namdi Kanu's judgment to December. The youth wing of the Apex Igbo Social Cultural Organization, Ohaneze Igbo Worldwide, the Ohaneze Youth Council, has slammed the Supreme Court for adjourning the judgment of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Namdi Kanu. The group has called on the President Bola Tinubu-led Nigerian government to release the IPOB leader in order to avoid a looming conflict. The National President General of the Council, Igba Ayaka O. Igbo Saka, told Premier in Owerri, Imo State capital, on Saturday that the Nigerian government refusal to release Kanu is a clear sign that the Southeast, dominated by Igbos, are political captives in Nigeria. The talk say they make them try releasing Namdi Kanu, Say if not, say wahala go dey. The group described the continuous derogatory incarceration of Kanu in the custody of the Department of State Service (DSS) as a deliberate act to perpetually keep the Igbos in servitude and serfdom as political captives in Nigeria. Igbo Ayaka criticized the Supreme Court for adjourning the ruling on Kanu's case to December 15. I don't hear wetin I been dey talk. Say why na wetin Igbo Ayaka dey talk. Say why dem shift Namdi Kanu's case to 15. Okay, make we hear wetin he talk. Saying while Jay is secretly with the executive, thereby condoning executive rascality, impunity, and lawlessness exemplified in the Supreme Court, encouragement and all supportation of legitimate rulers, such examples like Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now waiting Oga Igbo Ayaka dey talk. If Nigeria is a country where there is a genuine constitutional sense of power separation between the executive and judiciary, the conspiracy of long debilitation and or annoying adjournment of Namdi Kanu's case too far away, December 23, wouldn't be convincible, but for unfortunately the sick judiciary of ours in Nigeria, which has hitherto to being the most corrupt judiciary in Africa without any iota of independence. I don't hear wetin Oga Igbo Ayaka talk. He talk say the people wey dey for the judgment, the people wey dey do this case, say they no get iota of independence in them. Say them dey corrupt. Na wetin in dey talk. It's obvious that Nigeria doesn't want to implement the 3 hours introduced by General Gowon, which are restoration, rehabilitation, and reconciliation. For it's surely clear that the power delivers of Nigeria do not want to treat Igbos as true Nigeria. Now, him still dey talk this one. Say our people, they no want implement the 3 arrows introduced by Oga General Gowon. Say make them try to treat Igbos as true Nigerians. In every ramification, the federal government has treated the Igbo as slaves since 1970. They talk say they treat Igbo people since 1970 as slaves, and the slavery treatment against the Igbos is still in continuance against the Igbo in Nigeria, as can be seen in police, army, navy, immigration, air force, and other federal agencies. They talk say they no fit allow as the slavery against Igbo people. They no fit see Nigerian as all this police force. You no go fit see any of them in police, army, navy, or immigration. And wetin Oga Igbo Ayaka talk. The federal government of Nigeria doesn't have any good intention for Igbos except to keep them in slavery and economic political docility. Since 2015 of President Muhammad to the presently legal legitimate occupation of Aso Rock by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Igbos have suffered huge and clear tribulation of extrajudicial massacre, killings, and a deliberate ethnic cleansing against their constitutional rights in Nigeria. Now wetin Oga Igbo Ayaka dey talk say since wey Oga Muhammad and Oga Bola Ahmed Tinubu don emerge Aso Rock, say killings on Igbo land don plenty. It is simply obvious that the Igbos are rejected in Nigeria and there is no hope and generate of their lives, future, and progress of the Igbos in the present political structure of operative contraption called Nigeria. Comrade Igbo Ayaka lamented. Now him they talk this one. therefore warned the Igbo government and leaders whose only interested are in the killings dry of Nigeria's natural resources that the neoliberalism tendency that is heating up the marginalization of Igbos and the continuous detention of Namdi in prison are calling for another civil tribal war in Nigeria. Wetin dey talk say if they wan carry Oga Nnamdi still detain am for prison, na im be say wetin dey call na for national national war. They call am. Im talk say na civil and tribal war. Say blood go flow and not Babylons would be soaked in their blood. Say no be Babylons wey dey go soak for their blood. There is nothing again that appeals to the spirit of any true Igbo person to the past of Nigeria except conducting a referendum for the indigenous Igbo. Adding that Nigerians' unity simply means as orchestrated conspiracy to keep Igbos as slaves. Therefore, Igbo must rise with a laudable stratagem to reject this slavery by discovering a new nation for themselves. Comrade Igbo Anyaka stated. Now if still dey talk this one, say make all the Igbo come together, make them join hands, make them raise the new nation for Igbo. The OYC president said that the Nigerian government, under the leadership of President TINUBU, must realize that holding Nnamdi and disobeying several courts that have sent him free is simply nothing a blast that would cause leading to the destruction of Nigeria. Wonderful people now hear wetin the president of OYC talk. Say if Oga President TINUBU and say he must hold Oga Nnamdi for prison and disobeying other several courts that say make them free am. Say this is when they do, they go cause war and go cause huge war for Nigeria. In the light of the above, I honestly urge the Nigeria government is earnestly work for the possible referendum for the Igbos to avert a looming bloody crisis that would soon engulf Nigeria. Then talk say make them try release Oga Nnamdi. If not, say the next thing will go happen now. Blood will go dey flow. Say war go there, better war go there. Wonderful people, and I don't hear wetin happen. I'd like us to take on ear, hear am. Look and see wetin dey happen, wetin dem talk. Say make them try release Oga Nnamdi. If not, say war go there. Wonderful people, now here where we go cut am for now. If not, this is my first time way to listen to this wonderful channel. Like, comment, and share. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It is very important. So anytime we get latest news, now you go be the first to know about that. Thank you.